Alright, welcome back. So like I said last time, we did a little bit of work between recordings here, just sort of chilling on stream. And as you can see, a lot of the stuff that we've been working on is we've been busting our way through a ton of these technologies, just doing that extra research. So we have a lot of fun things open to us now. We've got the electricity and the motors and stuff that we can make now. Oh, we already had that one. But we have automation too, we have advanced material processing, we've got some more military technology. We've got the next item of logistics, we've got concrete, we've got a whole bunch of fun stuff now. I fed it a whole ton of wood, and that's going on as well. We actually just sort of performed a deforestation operation down on the side of the map. You can sort of see how these trees are now on a straight line, and it sort of obliterated this whole area. But today, as I marked for myself, we're going to take a brief intermission to do some defense building, because it's about time to do that. So I've got plenty of rifle magazines here. Got a couple more as well. We're going to grab the walls that we've made so far, as well as the turrets that we've made so far, which is about a stack and a half, and we're going to go have some fun. So for starters, I'm going to pick up the turrets that we have right now, and then just sort of examine where the biter threats are at. And more likely than not, I'm just going to try and establish a perimeter all the way around. So, if we look, I think the biter activity that we do know about is up this way. So we're going to want to try and probably establish sort of a north border here. And we've also had some attacks to the west as well. So I think we're going to be working on that as well. There's the first bulk of our technology here. I believe we have access to green science. I'm pretty sure that I worked on that last time. Yep, so we've got red and green all the way backed up. Right now, we are basically out of basic cards because I've once again run out of wood. So we'll use whatever we have left in the queue here to do some fun stuff. I think next, probably concrete walls. That's something new. Interesting. Pulverizer. So that looks like a way to start getting into the space exploration stuff. I think the next big thing for me here is going to be probably railway, because that's going to unlock the majority of the stuff that I want here. And we can start actually working on depots. So let's queue some of this stuff up here, shall we? Very nice. Alright. Got our little outpost over here, which I'm also going to just deconstruct for the moment and sort of work on here. So hopefully no attacks right in the interim, but I think we should be okay. At some point I'm also going to try and get my hotbar set up in a way that makes sense, but for the time being, we're doing just fine. Alright, so I think really what I want is just basically a pretty simple north border right now. Apparently there's another level of wall, which we just discovered, so probably the plan there is going to be to set out a nice and thin wall for starters, just let it go, and then make headway from there. Thank you, autosave. Alright, so let's say that our wall, we're just going to do a one thick wall up around here. And we can do some pretty average turret spacing as we need to. Now, what I've learned, and I forgot about, is the fact that Krastorio modifies the way that weapons work in this game, such that every individual bullet is its own projectile, and it's its own thing, which is why, I'm also going to grab some of this stuff here, which is why we were having issues with the turrets behind the rocks, is because in fact, the bullets individually will hit the rocks that they're in front of. It does not just automatically lock on. That's a lot of money, Scuffed. Look at that. Posted a picture in the Discord of his heist for what I'm assuming is payday. Oh crap, there's a biter attack coming right now. See if I can flag them over to my location. Or maybe I get a chance to try out my new weapon here too. Cannot be used as ammo for anti-material. Oh, I need these. Come on. There you go. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I was saying, is that they're shooting the rocks instead. Now let's try my new fun weapon that lets me shoot for a long ways. But that's exactly what I was worried about, is an attack right as I was working here. But that means that they should be kept at bay for a while. And we'll keep the border pretty far up here for the time being. I think that's at least for the better. Alright, we had enough for one more technology. Not sure how much farther we're going to get, so let's start with this and figure out what our spacing and placement is going to be. We want it to be out of range of the spitters, but in range of the biters before they can actually attack the walls. So I think that's going to be something like right here. I'm doing really well, Scuffed. Believe it or not, it is actually my birthday today. So I've been hanging out. I believe there's a debug option that shows me... yeah. Turret radii. As I'm placing turrets. Thank you. I don't want to go too nuts here, but it seems like the north border is the one that's been handling most of the hate here. So where do you reach to? You reach to this rock right there, basically. So we want to get some overlap, but not too much. I'd say that's good. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good way of doing it there. So then I'm just gonna stamp this a couple times. Gonna be right on top of the belts there, but that's okay for now. Give them 50 apiece for now. Just want to remove the wood out front here. I'm sure that some of them are going to be heavier duty than others, in which case we will beef them up in the appropriate locations. This is probably the worst possible biome that I could have spawned in, by the way, because the red crap. Oh, hi. Let's wander over to where I have turrets. Oh. Alright, we'll do this too. Bang. There we go. Ah, there's actually a spitter with that wave. That's a first. Oh, crap. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Where is this guy? There he is. What'd you get? You got some belts. There we go. Alright, so it looks like we do have some friends to the west. Fortunately, I don't have a convenient body of water to cut them off at. So we're probably just gonna... actually, right here, we'll just sort of round the square. We definitely have enough turrets to do that. Probably not enough ammo to give all of them 50, but certainly see. Problem is I gotta remove all these rocks. Otherwise, my turrets are going to spend a whole lot of time shooting nothing. Alright. How's everybody doing today? Oh, there you go, Tam. What are you thinking of it so far? Yeah, it's down to the south there. Ah. I already passed it, in fact. Mass-producing chance cubes. What a guy. Sounds good. I seem to have located a small stone patch here. Oops. Pretty sure, yeah, I will have more than enough walls to do this. In fact, I might even go back around and double up, because it seems like I've not really eaten into my stone wall supply here too much. Bearing in mind that I'm eventually going to have to swap all these out for concrete walls, but the hope is that I have some pretty significant defenses by then, so. Because I believe there is an equivalent of the military pack. In fact, I should probably look at that. Yeah, there's a military tech card, which I actually can get to in a little bit here. Just requires some other stuff, silicon and other, etc. It also requires better research data, which means that we're going to need to start producing biomass somehow. Either that or going to collect it, which I think is going to probably be the way that we have to do it here for a while. Oops. There we go. It's hard to see where everything is at right now. I want to make sure that I don't have any random gaps in the defenses here. Oops. Man, I cannot wait to get a little bit of exoskeleton equipment. Oops, there we go. And now we are lined up with the previous things that we placed. I wonder if there's a world gen setting to make it calm down on the rocks. So it's pretty intense, all things considered. Oh, looks like I'm getting attacked. In a place where I did not set up turrets yet. Wonderful. It also looks like my horizontal wall is not showing up. It's kind of weird. At least not on the map. Alright, so they are through. I just need to catch them before they get to... Come on. Come on. Fighters are starting to get angry. Alright. Well, I guess I can start placing down the turrets again. And then also do this. Grab more of them at a time. How many more can I have? 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay, yeah, so I can actually support quite a number of them. Alright. So once we get the turrets down, then we're going to go back to the main bus and start doing some more interesting stuff. I think we're going to start looking into what kind of stuff we want to make on the bus next, and then potentially go through and do a quick upgrade to all of our systems. Specifically for red belts and furnace production. So, because we have the ability to do that now. However, that is going to require us to make some steel, which is in itself going to be sort of complicated because I do not have defined wood production. So that might be the next thing that I do, is working on building up some greenhouses to do wood production. Okay, so you, I would venture a guess, are not positioned quite so good. So let's put you there. And then figure out how many tiles this actually is. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 79, 69. Very nice. Line you up right there. And give you 1, 2. Oops, let's just do it like this. Alright, and we have our little cornerstone done. Now, this should be equivalent distances. It's just because of the isometric view of Factorio that does not look equal, but it in fact is equal. So, doing some weird inventory management tricks so that I get exactly 50 in each of these things, by the way. But now, assuming we remove all the things that we need to remove here, which are many things because this entire biome is just littered with crap, we'll be able to continue expanding the wall here. And I still have plenty of walls, so I'm probably going to, as I run, double back and get that situated. Rock is in the way. And nobody was surprised. Like I said earlier, the reason why we need to remove all these rocks and stuff is because in Krastorio, bullets are actually projectiles, and they cannot just shoot through things. So, it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Okay, you get to stay for now. You live through your sheer inconvenience. The good news is that I'm passively collecting a little bit of coal here to continue making the cards that we need to, as well as wood. Sorry, wood to make wood stuff, and then coal to make more ammo. And hopefully this sort of standard perimeter is going to help us. I'm also going to make some more radar. Just because. Oh, look! Some meteorites. Look at that. Oops. I believe that was supposed to be right there, correct? Yep. Cool. Everybody's got ammo. Everybody's happy. We are nearing the end of the line here. In fact, it's right here. So let's see how many. Probably need one more turret, yeah? Perfect. And we hit a good mark on ammo as well. So let's just grab another wall and double it up here. Now, can I build on shallow water? It's kind of amusing because there's still actually a crossing point here. I'm not sure if this is just for me, if that goes for biters as well. But I guess we can be on the safe side and do some extra fortifications here. Just so that there's not a way that they can get smart about it. There we go. Can also do some expansion on the northern front to make sure that the rest of our wall is up to spec. But from there, we should be pretty good to go. So many trees and rocks. So as of the date of recording, 1.1.0 has released. However, these mods have not been updated for that yet. So fortunately, I will not get my nice belt drag and wall drag and all that kind of stuff. So not a ton to do right now, but it's got to get done. Yep, doing good on the walls. Right, this looks like a predefined area that we know that these guys hang out at, so I'll give just some extra here. And I guess for the time being, we'll just continue expanding this over as far as we can while we've got the other walls. I'm going to be working on the bus, so if they come swing down and around and try to come tickle me, then I will be able to catch them myself. Oh, nice. Gotta love squeak through. Although I don't actually know if I have that installed. Wow, we actually add enough basic cards to do all that. That's kind of crazy. How many do I actually have left? I still have some in every machine, but not many. What to do next? I mean, oil processing is going to be pretty important, so we'll go there next. What the heck is this? Gas power station. Oh, there you go. Like I said, we're just going to go, okay. Apparently the trees do not need to interrupt the walls. Just going to go till we run out of the walls here. Those monster iron veins up there as well. Alright, here we go. Or patches, rather. Okay. Get some extra turrets placed down over this way, and then we'll be good to go. I can support 8 more, and we're placing like 5, so should be all set. That's not what I wanted to do. And Wedged in between two rocks. Nice. Come on. Oh. Okay, that is a large attack. I mean, I'm glad that we placed the turrets where we did. That's for sure. But validation that the design is working. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to fortify this area with 3 more turrets. And then start plopping down some radars. I'm thinking that we don't have a majority of our pollution coming off to the right here. I do see a base here. But I think they're going to try and path this way. So as we expand, we can continue covering our bases here. But for the patch right here, just going to double up their firepower and then give them a radar. Try and draw their attention. Okay. And I had to put one down over this way eventually, but for now, we've got what we need. I'll probably put one right down there for now, actually. Got some iron trickling in still. Good. What is it going to take to upgrade these things? For you, we need electronic motors and assembling machines and steel. And for these, we also need steel. So we basically just need a lot of steel. Looks like these actually require raw stone. So that might be a little bit harder to get a hold of as we don't really have it on the bus. But what we can do is add wood and stone proper to the bus. Those are things that we can do. So, oil processing is finished, build is good, and I think that's a good place to stop for now.